Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos.
Hi, Kerry, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. And before we start today, I just want to find out how you are doing, considering our last laser session was, believe it or not, 2 years ago.
I can't believe it's been that long.
I
It
know.
only feels like yesterday. I know, that's crazy.
You came to me because of the fact that you wanted to be fit and healthy and you just didn't have time, apparently, for exercise. So
Yeah.
how's the time been since then?
Well, it's been brilliant, actually. So for, 2 years now, we've got a marker on it. I've been doing exercise. I've been PTing twice a week minimum. And then I try to do an extra, I try to do an extra 2. Sometimes it's only an extra 1. But even if I do my twice a week, I'm happy that I'm doing much more than I was, and enough to keep me at a level of fitness,
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been brilliant. And regards to time, because it just gets scheduled in, it's a must. It's happened. Like, I will not miss my sessions unless my legs fell off or something.
So in other words, you haven't. That is honestly well done. That is phenomenal. For literally 15 minutes of having a chat, you have completely changed your mindset. And as you say, you've made it a must now, where before it was always, I'd like to, I'll try to, gave yourself all excuses, but your identity's changed now. You are someone that is fit and healthy, and it is a must in your life.
Yeah, but like you say, it was just literally a 15-minute laser session with you that reprogrammed my head and got me to do it, because before I was literally like, oh, I really want to, but something that we did in that session made it happen. Fantastic. So it was brilliant. Thank you.
You made it happen. So I applaud you, and I am so pleased for you. So as before, we're going to do another 15-minute laser session. I'm going to take a few notes because it just helps me understand what you want, and we can work through it better. So what do you want to achieve?
Well, this is quite a different, it's a bit of a contradiction to what I did last time, to be fair. So my goal for this session is to reduce my drinking habits, my alcohol drinking habits.
Okay.
So I've noticed that over the last few years, I'd say, that I've started drinking regularly, not like, I'm not like getting drunk every day, but I've got a habit of just having a glass of wine or a glass of rum of a night time, or maybe 2.
We're going to that one.
And I know it's not good for me, and it's not good for me in the mornings when I'm waking up and I'm feeling a bit fuzzy. So I don't want to stop drinking alcohol altogether, because I do like a drink, but I want to somehow manage it better, limit it more. Okay. But every day I say I'm not going to have a drink tonight, and then I end up having a glass of wine in my hand. It just falls in my hand.
Well, just like magic.
So I don't know how that happens.
Okay, so if we're being really honest in this session, on average, how many glasses of wine or rum do you have, and how big are your glasses of wine and rum?
Okay, so on average, I have about 2 big glasses a night.
Okay. So is that sort of like half a bottle of wine, and slightly more than half a bottle of wine?
Slightly more than half a bottle of wine. Yeah. Okay. It's not a whole bottle.
Got to that
between that half and the whole.
Okay. And when it comes to the rum, is it sort of like a proper measure, or is it a good glug?
It's a good double or more.
Okay. So you could be having a good half a bottle of wine a night, or maybe sort of 5 or 6 shots of rum then.
Yeah, I suppose it would balance to that, yeah.
Okay, fine.
God, it sounds bad when you say it like that.
That's why I brought it up. And what's stopping you from doing what you want to do?
Absolutely nothing.
This has got a
just
when we were doing the Fitbit, it's like, I don't know, nothing's stopping me.
Yeah, but there's no reason for me to be doing it, It's just I think it's my switch off point. I think
Ah,
I think that's what it is with me. I think once I've got everything done, I'm like, oh, I'll have a glass of wine now. I'm done
mhm.
for the day.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So if in 6 months' time that you are just drinking a small amount on the days that you want to, so when are you thinking of, when do you want days off of drinking, and when do you want days that you will be drinking?
Okay, so in my head, I was thinking of like the weekend, although my weekends are not standard weekends because I work Saturdays.
Mhm.
So maybe a Saturday night and a
Mhm.
Sunday night would be good to
Okay.
have a tipple.
So you're thinking of 2 days of drinking, and then 5 days that you won't drink any alcohol at all.
That would be good if I could do that, yeah.
Right. So if you did that for the next 6 months, how do you think you'll be different? What benefits would you have from actually having that new routine?
Okay, well, first of all, financially, I'd be better off.
True.
You know. Um, but I think I would just feel um, more energetic, more energy, more because yeah, sometimes in the mornings I do think, oh, wish I didn't have that wine last night.
Mhm.
Um, and then I know in my health, in my health itself, I know alcohol is just a poison,
Mhm.
it's just a poison to your body. So I don't want to be doing all this exercise and everything, but then chucking poison into myself. So
Okay.
they're the areas that that I think about.
Okay. And as a beautician, do you think that if you had less alcohol, what would it do to your skin, etc.? Would that be a benefit?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it totally would. Yeah, it totally would.
So it would actually help you to
Um,
look younger and
Fresher.
more vibrant and fresher. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Not have a red nose.
Okay. Obviously, that's a really big thing. No red nose. Okay. And if you carried on drinking for the next 6 months, how is that going to make you feel?
It's just going to make me feel like I am right now, I suppose,
Mm,
knowing that it's something that I need to change
mhm,
and that I'm not changing.
mhm.
And obviously, all the things I've just said before
Yeah.
are still going to be in place. So I, for a long time, kept thinking I need to change my drinking habits. Um, and I in my head, I think, right, after this holiday, this is a prime example. So I went on holiday and it's all inclusive. So obviously 1 o'clock starts in the afternoon.
Mhm,
And I remember thinking on that holiday, when I'm home, that's it, that's my cutoff point. But something
mhm,
in my head doesn't alter.
mhm.
I still continue to do it. So I've known for a long time that it needs to change, but for some reason, I just don't do it.
Okay. I just want to go back to something you said earlier, that it's like when your day's done, it's like that
Mm.
line in the sand, that it's, I
Mm.
suppose, like a lot of women, it's that moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're associating the end of your day with an alcoholic drink.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
And would you say that's your biggest pull, to have the drink?
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's like I'm giving myself permission to stop.
Okay. So what could you do instead?
I suppose it's hard. I don't know. It's hard because I could have a cup of tea, but then I have a cup of tea all day long, so that's not something different to the end of my day. Or
But
maybe
what
if
if you,
I bought
yeah, what if you did
a
know? What,
non-alcoholic wine or something,
okay.
or
And
was or is that just still doing the same habit? I don't know.
okay, let's see if we can think of any other sort of ideas. So you say you don't know, but what if you did know? What could you do instead?
Keep on working. Don't end the
I don't think it's quite that drastic.
day.
What could you do instead?
I suppose something I could do is just like engross myself in watching something because that would take my mind away from day to day, thinking of work and stuff, maybe if I started watching a series or something like that, that could work. Or maybe if I just have an alternative drink, maybe having an alternative, I don't know, fizzy something or other. I don't know.
Okay, let's maybe think of it maybe in a different way, because at the moment you're looking in the box of a drink symbols the end of your day.
Yeah.
So I surmise here, and I might be wrong, but I'm thinking that it's not just the fact it's a mark of it's the end of your working day, but it's that moment where you relax.
Yeah.
So could you think of something that you could do instead to mark the end of your day that's not drinking but would relax you?
That's a good point. Do you know what I could do? I could do like a little meditation, like a mini meditation. It just like I've stopped it. It would only have to be 10 minutes, wouldn't it? I could just listen to something, and that could be my my flick.
Yeah, because it's really easy that when we're in a pattern of something, we don't see outside of the pattern. And I find that I've helped quite a lot of women that are 50 plus that have got into that habit because of children and busy days, etc. And it's just their switch off. And they try tea, coffee, non-alcoholic drinks, fizzy water and squash, and nothing touches the same as the program they've made with the alcohol. It is that, it either it's a placebo effect or not, but as soon as you have that first sip, it's like they just relax. And alcohol doesn't hit you that quickly. It's the association with it. But then no other drink works, so they go back to alcohol. But I found that actually, if you look outside of the box and think, what am I getting from it? And from what you said, I, as I say, surmise that it's relaxation. So if you look at what else could make you relax, and you do that at the end of your day and mark the day, then it will give you the same benefit without the alcohol, the effect it's going to have on your body and your skin and everything else.
Yeah. That's actually, I'm quite excited all of a sudden. Weirdly. No, I am. Yeah, because I totally get that. I totally see that. Yeah. And I can just picture it now, just laying on my bed, 10 minutes, just switching off. And then hopefully after that, I've done my moment, and I can just carry on with the evening without thinking about having a glass of wine.
Okay. So I like the fact that you're visualizing it and you're seeing it. So let's go back to that a minute and think about, you're listening to some meditation, you're laying on your bed, you're just literally draining all of the stress of the day away. And then you get up and you just have that time that you just feel, my work day's ended, and I'm just going to watch a bit of TV, do a little bit of stuff in the house. It's more me time. Can you really feel how that would affect you?
Yeah, I can actually, because when I drink, it makes me sound like I drink loads, but when I drink, I'm not productive. Do you know what I mean? I end up just literally doing nothing really. However, if I have my relaxation moment and switch off moment, then I can actually be more productive again, but in a nice way, not in like, in a way where I can, I don't know, fake tan, do my toenails. Do you know what I mean? Like those sort of things I wouldn't do once I'd had a glass of wine or two, because, well, I'd be in a right mess, wouldn't I?
The nails would be all over the place, the streaks on your arms, I can imagine it. Yeah, exactly. And
so I think it would be a good, a good productive. Yeah.
Fantastic. And how else could you actually help yourself to make sure that you follow through on this?
I have to. Well, I of an evening, my son goes to sleep, like it's like lights off at like 9 o'clock, but I stay upstairs. That's normally when I have my first drink. So, and I end up staying upstairs. Just he likes to be up there just until he's sort of dropped off. So I could make it at 9 o'clock once he's in bed, because that's a routine every night. Once he's in bed, I can do my 10 minutes of meditation. I'm upstairs with him. He's happy, and I've got that time to do that meditation. I just need to find the meditations that I'm going to do.
Okay.
I need to just, yeah.
And as you know, I've got some, so I'll send you some of mine, even though you might not listen to my voice all the time, but there's loads on YouTube, etc., etc. So that's good. But I'm also thinking about making sure that if you have a weak moment, what could you do to make sure that you don't drink?
Well, after my meditation, if I still think, I fancy a drink.
Or you go for the drink before you go for the meditation.
Sounds good. I don't actually know, Ali. I don't actually know.
How about if you've got something in the house, are you more likely to eat it or drink it than if it wasn't?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So don't have it available. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
maybe,
totally. If it's not there, you can't have it.
Yeah. And if you stick to maybe a wine, that if you brought that on a Saturday afternoon, evening, then even if hopefully you're not going to drink as much, that you've only got a tiny bit and it's not going to be that pull. Where if you've got that rum downstairs and you've had a particularly bad day, particularly at the beginning, it's like if we set ourselves up for success, we are more likely to be successful.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? If it's not there and I can't get to it, then I can't have it.
Yeah. And if you've had your chill out moment, that you're less likely. So those two in combo equals success more likely than if it's like, oh, it's downstairs, oh, I haven't got 10 minutes, I've got stuff to do, etc. And then you okay. And one of the things I find that women in particular do is when they actually start doing something new, they don't really praise themselves and celebrate that they're actually achieving something great. So what I'd really love you to do is, after you've done your meditation, I want you to really in yourself tell yourself how proud you are, and in a way have a little jig in the bedroom and yes, I've done it, I feel great, and I'm just going to get on with my stuff. So you are praising yourself like you would when your boys were young. If they were learning to walk or talk, you wouldn't say, oh, you've not done that right, and stop falling over. Even if they're trying, you go, oh my God, that's amazing, keep going, keep going. And I want you to do that with yourself. I want you to realize how great you are by taking these steps and doing what you want in your life, instead of just being on that wheel of, it's not what I want, I'll try, oh, I haven't tried and hard enough, oh well, I'll drink again. And you just go over and over again like you have for some time. And you might find the odd time that you could slightly fall off, where you just go, okay, I've tried my best and tomorrow is going to be a great day and I'm going to do it. So keep on praising yourself and celebrating that you are doing the best for you. Yeah.
I think a good time for me to praise myself will be in the mornings, because that's in the mornings is when I think, I wish I didn't have that drink last night. Do you know what I mean? So I think, in the mornings when I'm feeling so much better, full of energy, up and awake and on the go, that then I'll be like, well done, Kerry, you did your meditation, didn't have alcohol last night.
That's amazing. That's really, really good. And just one other thing that I find that my clients really find beneficial when they're trying to make a change, because change is simple, but it's difficult. What you've just said is so simple.
I know.
It's not always that easy to actually put in place. And what I like to look at is, if you make a change and it's difficult for Kerry now at this moment. However, if you keep at that, how much happier is Kerry going to be in a year and 5 years' time? How much healthier, fitter, more finances, as you say, your skin's going to be better. You're just going to feel great every morning. You're going to wake up, get out of bed, praise yourself and feel good. For a little bit of pain now, because it is going to be different. Your brain's going to be used to that alcohol, and it will learn to love meditation. And meditation is so good for you, and you're still getting the same benefit by doing something different. So every time it's starting to feel a little bit difficult, and think, oh, I could really do with a drink, just think your discipline now is you later on in your life are going to really thank you for doing this now. Do you think that could help you?
Yeah, totally, totally. Yeah, I can visualize feeling healthy, really, I suppose. I think I feel now like I'm sort of poisoning myself all the time. I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but um,
but
it would
that's
be,
good. That's a good way to think.
yeah,
If you think about it, if you want to change something and all you're doing is associating good with it, so, oh, it's my karma down, it's my end of my day, you're associating
yeah,
all the things that you want with it.
yeah.
You start associating what you've just said. So what else could you associate alcohol with?
Um,
In a bad way,
well,
obviously.
well, a lot of it I think about my brain, like as I'm getting older,
Mhm.
am I just killing off brain cells with alcohol, which I
Mm,
probably am,
mm.
and now's the time that I need to look after my brain, because I don't want any problems in that area. So that's a biggie for me. um and I do feel like it's a waste of money. I do feel like, it's 8 quid here, 8 quid there, now that all tots up. And if I think about how much I'd save in 5 years, that'd be a lot of money as well. So
Mm.
those things, yeah, those are the things that I think about, the bad things I associate with alcohol.
And maybe what you've just said is, why don't you work out how much it would cost you in 5 years' time to actually do what your habit now, and then think of something you would love to do with that money.
Yeah, yeah. I could swim with a dolphin, probably.
I knew you were going to say that. You're in the swimming with dolphins. So, do you feel you've got a really good plan now?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I
Do you
do.
think,
Actually feel excited by it. Before this call, I was dreading this because yeah, I was dreading it. But I actually feel quite excited now
good?
that it's sort of a new adventure, a new lease of being healthier.
And do you think it's something that you could quite easily do now?
Big breath. I don't think it's going to be easy,
Mhm.
but I think once my mind is set, once I've set something in my head, I'm normally quite good at sticking to it. So I'm hoping now that we've set we've done this, and
Mm.
I know that you'll keep me accountable as well.
That was my
That
next little thing. I was going to say, especially someone in the house. If for instance, if you say to your child that, right, you know, as we've said before, good habits are really important, and it's a nice lesson for him about discipline, etc., etc. So this is what mum is doing now, and I want you
yeah,
every morning to ask me when you wake up, have I done it? And then the fact that he's going to be proud of you is going to be
yeah,
a real incentive. And if he goes, oh, mum, what are you doing? That's going to make you. So I think he's going to be your number one accountability partner. And then,
yeah.
yes,
That's
I
good.
will, we will follow up in a week's time, and then we'll have a chat in maybe 3 weeks' time and see how you're going, and tweak it to work for you.
Yeah, yeah. I actually think that's brilliant, Ali, what you just said, to get Charlie to, yeah, check on me every morning, because he will. Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
yeah.
So the
Good one.
plan is then you are looking to just drink alcohol on Saturday and Sunday. You are looking to not buy alcohol in the week. You're going to find some meditations that are going to really make you feel relaxed and good about yourself. So you're going to just feel more energized, more relaxed. And this is going to give you more money that you can work out how much it's going to give you in 5 years' time to have a massive treat for yourself. You are looking at alcohol now in a way that it isn't good for your skin, it isn't good for your health, it's not good for maybe your mental health going forward, which obviously is really important to everyone, but especially you've spoken about this before. The fact that you will feel brighter in the mornings, you will have more energy, because energy is massive. If we haven't got energy, then it doesn't matter how great our lives are, we're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's true.
And have people that are you're accountable for, and praise yourself. And I love the fact that you feel that actually praising yourself in the morning when you wake up and feel clearer is going to be your reward on, yeah, well done, I did it again last night.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
there anything from what I've just said that we've discussed that you think is going to be the hardest bit, or do you think it's just getting started and just going for it?
I think it's just getting started. I think there's a plan in place now, so I'm clear. I like a plan. So I'm clear on what I need to be doing. No, so I think it's just getting started, just doing it. What
Okay,
day is it today?
I was going to say, that is my
Sunday.
next question. My next question is, when are you going to start this? Because if you haven't got a time of when you're going to start it, then you're never going to start it.
Well, shall I empty the house tonight and then start tomorrow?
Well, it is a Sunday that we're doing this. So yes, obviously you have set yourself a rule that you are allowed to drink on a Sunday. So maybe just don't go too mad, but yeah. But then I'd like you in the morning to remind yourself how rubbish it feels in the morning.
Yeah. I might see how I feel later, like and just started today. I mean, there's no reason why I can't start it today. Yeah.
I'm going to find out that you go, actually, I love meditation so much. I do meditation 7 days a week. Alcohol, what's alcohol?
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be good.
Okay, that's fine. So what would you say is your biggest takeaway? What would you think is the biggest aha moment that you've had that was going to really help you?
I think it's, like you said, thinking out of the box and finding a substitute for alcohol that wasn't a drink. The meditation, that's big aha for me, because because I've got a definite thing that's my switch off, but it's totally unrelated to having a drink. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I can feel your excitement about it, which is more than half the battle. And last time when we did the laser session, and you were kind enough to let me record it for YouTube, and you've said again that we can do this, I think this time, maybe in a couple of weeks' time, we'll just have a quick, like 2 to 5 minute chat, so we can maybe share with the viewers on how you're doing on this, and if we need to tweak it in any way. Are you okay if we do that?
Yeah, totally. Makes me even more accountable.
Yes, that's what I thought too. I thought it was a double whammy, that people can hear how it's gone, but also you're going to have to maybe try a little bit harder. And
yeah.
You know, the beginning of any change is hardest. It's a little bit like a rocket, you know, going into space. You know, it's so much energy to start with, to actually start. But once you do start and you keep on going, it's easier and easier. So actually having that you're going to tell everyone on how well you've done in the first 2 weeks, that might be just that extra little bit of incentive that really is going to make and I can feel the excitement. I think you're going to do amazingly.
Yeah. No, I am excited. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for your time. And I'll speak to you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, thanks, Ali. I'm on it.
Thanks, Kerry. Bye-bye.